Good morning, YouTube. How are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're awesome. My name is Indomile, and today on TALKNTALK, we're going to talk about the myths, the power of myths, the history through the myths, time and opportunity, chronos and kairos, and we're going to discuss more about the time management here. So, Michelle, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes. Hello, guys. My name is Michelle. I'm 30 years old. I'm complete today.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you. I live in Rio. I try to improve my English for best opportunities in my life and my job. And that's it. It's always a pleasure to be here on TALKNTALK. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Michelle. Ricardo, please.
Well, I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. The south coast from São Paulo is the first city of Brazil. I'm an English student since a long time ago. And I'm here trying to one more time learn this English. And it's so important to speak English nowadays. And so for any kind of situation, for fun, for know people, and for jobs too. That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you are doing very well. Okay. So guys, let's start from this question that I created right now. Do you consider that yourself can handle the time well, properly? You know, the time management. Do you consider that you can do it well? Michelle, please.
Yes, I consider that I can handle my time very well, but I am a little toxic. Not a little toxic. I think it's so much. Because I think and I'm trying to be productive all the time. So sometimes I lose the naturally. I don't know, because I need to divide my hours. I have a routine for everything. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes not. But for me, I don't know. I'm very eu me cobro muito, I don't know the name, about productivity. And I always busy, always. And sometimes it's not a good thing. Sometimes it's, I need to relax and I can't.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, you told us very interesting things, so I need to think about and create more questions. But okay, thanks a lot, Michelle. And I think I'm more like you, okay? Like I try to plan all the things that I'm doing. But sometimes it's hard. And well, let's hear from Ricardo. Ricardo, how about you? Do you consider that you handle your time well?
I try to bring some balance in my life. So I consider that I lead well with my time. Not so much, but I use part of my time to study. Actually, part of my free time to study, to do exercise. I used to go to the gym 4 to 6 times by week. So I could tell that I try to avoid some situations, for example, waste a lot of time on cell phones or others
Social
things.
media.
But certainly I could improve a lot the situation, this leading my time.
Okay. So I was thinking about what Michelle says about that she is very planned, organized. And can we share some tools, the way that you organize your things, like because I think you consider that you are very productive sometimes, the most part of time at least. So can you share with us some tools that you use, or the way that you organize in your mind your day and your routine?
Actually, I use less tools as possible. I focus on planning and propose. I don't know, proposed. I don't know. I think so much in my goals and what type of the person that I want to be, and
Wow.
how these things connect. For example, everything that I do connect in the different areas of my life. I never do something so I never, for example, I started at the gym, but I not started the gym only for health. There are other other goals, I don't know, that I
Okay.
interconnecting. I don't know, interconnected. So for me, it's more easier. I always planning. I planning my year. I planning my month. I planning my weeks. And when I don't have a motivation, I always read. I don't know what I write about that goal. No, I need to study because I want this and this and this. And this is the time. I think planning, it's the part, the most important part, because brings means for the actions that I do.
Very good. Very good. And I think you always try to connect all the things, get the things linked. Oh, step by step, like I need to go to the gym because of that, because in the next month I will do this, I'll do that, in the next year I will do this. Very good strategy, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Congrats. How about you, Ricardo? How do you organize your time?
Well, I don't make plans, but I have a routine. So every day in the same time, I go to the gym. Every day in the same time, I try to study. And I needed to do different tasks, like how do you say, cooking, while washing my clothes, do the dinner. So in this case, I try to reserve a portion of my time to do some things, including fun, because certainly having fun is important. And a portion of time to relax or have fun, because well, our life pass so fast. So in this case, it's necessary to pay attention in each detail, including this,
Yes.
because, well, we work hard, or you work every day, And I believe that is not exactly the meaning of our life. You know? It's not a purpose of our life. You have to do some things like job or other tasks to have these moments in your life. So I try to, as you told, to bring some portion of balance. You know? I'm not exactly, how to say, so concentrated or have so much focus in specific topic, how to say, organization or something, but I try to do the things well, try to have a good life. That's it.
Okay, okay, very good. I wanna question Michelle. What do you do when the things won't go the way you thought? Like you planned in a way, you are very organized, okay? Like, oh, I need to do this, that, step by step. But something happened and messed your plans. What do you do? Like, what do you feel? Your behavior facing it.
I cry. No. My plan is a guide, but I know myself, and nowadays I know that I always put many things to do than I can do. So I use this plan as a guide, I think, and I try to deal with a positive way when I failed, when I can do the things. And it's difficult for me, but I know sometimes I write the things that I did in that day. I can do this, but I do this. For me, I need to see the things because I always forget, and I think that I didn't do nothing. But maturity is a good thing for me because nowadays I can relax about
Relax more.
the wrong.
Yeah, this is very interesting because like Ricardo was saying about if you think that you are being productive all the time, you're getting crazy. Like, you know, even in the weekends, like, oh, I'm relaxing, but I should have done this, I should have done that, I need to do this and I should do that, and and you cannot relax, you know, in any moment. So this is really important. I think it's totally aligned with what you said, like the maturity, the way that you visualize the time, the conditions, and so on. And I would like to address to Ricardo, what do you think about the in your case, like the life-work balance, like in your life? Do you consider that is healthy? Because I know that working with technology sometimes is kind of all the time you are connected somehow.
Well, I'm consider myself a lucky guy because my job, particularly nowadays, it's a good place to work, a wonderful place to work. Well, in the past too, but nowadays I work at home, so in this case, it helps a lot because I live at São Vicente, and my office is on Barueri, so it's 150 kilometers from my house, and in that time I had to work every day around 4:30 a.m. and come back to home around 8 o'clock p.m. So in this case, I have I arrived on my city and I went to the gym, but nowadays I could finish my job. I go to the gym. I go to the supermarket. I come back to my house and do the dinner. I take a shower, and when I start to eat is around 8:30 o'clock. So nowadays it's much better because I don't I don't waste any more time, and when I have to move to my office. So now it takes that time. It takes around 5 hours a day, and transportation and something like that. So
Okay.
and so in this case, it's possible to do different different tasks or different situations that I could enjoy more my life. So so in these cases, I for the hand, free time is not correlated directly to the how do you say, enjoy your life. So a lot of people have free time and they wish for a lot of situations. For example, I have more free time, but I study more. I work out more. So it's necessary you pay attention because I would like, certainly I'd love to keep on my house watching TV and eating chocolate. Certainly, sometimes I go to the gym, but my soul keep it on house and watch Netflix and eat candy. But unfortunately, it's necessary to do some situations in our life.
The life's not is not fair. I know that. But
Maybe.
well, I was reflecting here about you said that you have using your time to study more, okay, because you have more free time and you are using it to study. Well, I would to ask first Michelle and then you, if you face the English learning, this process, as a thing that is something that is heavy process. Oh my God, I need to study English, and study English is so hard in English, or not, or just soft and moment that you have to relax. And okay, it's a moment that I'm talking here in English and I can learn something, or sometimes I cannot learn, but okay. How do you face this process? This is the question.
I have a plan. For example, I need to study 2 hours per week. This is my guide, for example. Sometimes I study more, but it's my limit, 2 hours. So having a guide in my mind, it's very important, because okay, I do my I don't know, my minimum. I do the planning, but I'm feel guilt sometimes, because I waste time doing other things that is not so important. But I deal with this situation and try to enjoy the process. For example, today I didn't plan be here. But
Perfect.
I'm feel comfortable in participate today. And okay, it's a good way to learning because it's natural. It's not an obligation. And for me, it's important. When I study in a course, in a formal course, it's terrible. I spent my time sleeping because I study after my job and always sleep in every class. My teacher, Michelle, learning sleep because it's not possible. Yes, I spent all the time sleeping. I think I participate in 10 minutes and I pay for 90 minutes. I don't know. It's difficult.
Okay, so you were dreaming in English.
Yes.
Well, this is really nice because I was reading an article that was telling about the linguistic called Stephen Krashen. He researched something like if you really want to acquire a second language naturally, you need to reduce the anxiety. So the approach that we have done here on Talk and Talk is trying to reduce the anxiety and insert the topic, letting the people developing by themselves the skills, the vocabulary, and so on, but by reducing the anxiety. Because when you are very, anxious, you forgot everything, even in Portuguese. Imagine that you have to say something in Portuguese and you are very anxious and you start to forget all the things.
Exactly.
To forget all the things. So this is really interesting, what you say, like relaxing. And my question was because of it, because of this article that I was reading. Thanks a lot for sharing, Michelle. Ricardo, how about you? Do you face the English learning as a heavy process or a soft process nowadays?
Hard or soft process, you tell me?
Yeah, like it's, oh my God, I need to study 2 hours, or something like, oh, I will participate in this immersion and okay, and then I will participate in as well.
Well, I believe that I'm not a good example to answer this question because I don't know what happened. I have some issue on my brain, but I have a lot of difficulties to learn this English. I don't know what happened. I studied since, I don't know, so long time ago. And I have problem in my strategy to learn English because I studied a long time, but essentially in the classroom. And this, certainly normally it takes 2-3 hours on the week when you just study in the classroom. But I don't know. Certainly I studied a little when I was in my house because I have to do homework sometimes, and I read some books and watch some movies and series, so TV shows. But normally I try to don't think much about it because I just go to the classroom, go to the meeting, and normally I participate 10 to around 10 hours, and continue, don't study much.
10 hours per day?
No, 10 hours by week.
Ricardo's always here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's possible. No? I normally I participate two meetings Monday to Saturday. Sometimes there are some problems I can't availability but normally not less than 10 hours. So normally it's 10 hours. Since August, I studied essentially 10 hours average, 10 hours by week. I believe that's necessary much more, but it's my limit. And well, I believe that you have to do a lot of things. And the most part of the time is not so easy. It's not so, you don't have pleasure sometimes. Well, particularly myself, because there are some people, I don't know what happened, have pact with the devil, I don't know, and they love to a lot of things. Oh, I love to go to the gym. It's not my case. I love to study hard. It's not my case too. So I believe that it's necessary to have discipline and keep on the track. And I believe it's necessary, unfortunately. And so I don't have much, how do you say? I don't have much, I don't like, but I try to do not specific English, but a lot of different situations like work, like a lot of things. So, but it's not I don't have a good reasons, because my life is so good, my job is so good, but unfortunately, as I told you, my only will is keeping on the front on TV, relaxing and eating candy, essentially chocolates, but it's not possible, unfortunately.
Yeah, because what is really funny is this conception that this article about this linguistics say the same about the self-image, okay? Because you have speaking English for a long time in this conversation saying that you cannot speak in English. This is so funny.
Yes.
And you are saying that you don't like, and in my mind, I think, imagine that if you like, imagine that,
Yes.
terrible situation. This is totally about the self-image. Like, of course, sometimes some subject could be kind of boring, and sometimes it's stressed. But in general, it's like the people need to step far and see yourself in the position that you really are, not in projections and not comparing yourself to others.
I think people pretend to. For example, sometimes I said, oh, I love this thing because this and this and this. But I pretend until love.
Yeah, pretending to love you.
With thing, because I believe in the power of the words. So when you, I don't know, vibrate positive things, positive words, the process, I don't know, get more easier. I try to do everything using a positive way, positive in words, because I think it's better. In the past, I did everything with angry. I finished this project with my soul. But in the end, I don't realize the result because I spend so energy and I put so negative energy that I didn't like. It happens with my promotions in my old job. When I became a coordinator, I saw everything and oh my God, I spend too much energy, too much health, and I'm not happy. It's not fair. What happened? And I reflect about a little. I do this thing in the negative way. I don't know. I try to do everything in the positive way and using positive affirmatives. I don't know. I try. It's not
Yeah,
all
it
the time.
sometimes I think, yeah, you're totally right. Sometimes in my case, it's more about also that people take this kind of thing so serious. Okay, like it's just a language that sometimes you need to speak. Sometimes you will forget all the things, and okay, you can take, take because for example, I see the people like they judge themselves too much. Like, oh, if you commit mistake, oh my God, commit mistake in English, oh, I will die. It's something like that. The people face like this, behave like this. Oh my God, because I will show my face live on internet, and the people will see that I will commit mistakes. Oh my God, I will die. It's
This
so
is
terrible. It's just
ego.
ego, absolutely. This ego. And just like sometimes, oh my God, no, I'm writing an article I will post on LinkedIn about nobody care about about you. Unfortunately, because I would like to have a lot of people watching us right now. I really would like, but it's not easy because nobody care. This is the point. If you wanna to learn English, you can check a lot of online courses, a lot, all this kind of approach. Just just keep yourself always study and you will learn. But it's more internal stuff.
Yes, I learned two things that I think important to share. The first is nobody cares about me, and the second is people worry about doing something. It's not, don't go critical you. I don't know. People worry about herself and your development. Don't waste time critiquing and judging you because they doing.
Yeah,
They worry about you.
they will always do this.
Yes.
If you are doing right, if you are doing wrong, the people will criticize you.
Yes. So when I go to the gym and I feel shame about my body, about the way to use the equipment, I repeat it for myself. Come on, Michelle, nobody cares about you and your body. Continues do the thing in the wrong way, and a day you
Yes.
make it
Yeah, I
right.
have a kind of philosophy that is just all the things is for fun. All the things for fun is awesome. And so I study geology for fun because I think it's amazing and knowing about the rocks, about the things. Sometimes it's hard. I need to study more, but I don't care if I really know and I don't know. The English is the same. I've been speaking a lot of things, wrongly and okay. But I have learning as well. So for me, I don't care about this kind of thing. And the things that I don't care, I know how to do. I know how to play instruments, music, a lot of different instruments, but I don't care. I know how to speak in English, but I don't care. And I love geology, but I don't care. So, and it's so interesting because the things that I care, I don't know. I block myself, for example, I would like to learn Spanish, but I have some blocks.
Yes, I agree with you. It's so difficult when you worry a lot about something. It's very difficult the process.
And also reflecting about the kids, for example, when for this reason, it's so easy to learn when you were a kid because you don't care about the things. Okay, you need just play the thing. I'm do for fun, and I think we need to take back it, like facing the things for fun, like a kid, like, oh, okay, I'm good today. I'm gonna do again, and okay, no problem,
Yes.
guys. We have 6 minutes.
Wow. It's So fast, huh?
Yeah, it was very fast today. And you know, freestyle without
Freestyle.
question to guide us. Just in the conversation. It's like a podcast. It's like a
Yes.
podcast. Let me see.
Sometimes it's better.
Yeah, yeah. Ricardo, I would like to ask you, what advice do you have to the people that are learning English right now, based on your background? Like, oh, I've been studying for a long time, and I have this advice, don't do this, don't do that, don't say this word.
Yeah.
No.
I'll study
Well,
2 hours per day.
Yeah.
Every day, because the card is always the version that I
Yeah.
expect.
Commitment
Yeah.
student.
Essentially, sometimes in your life, there are some situations that's good, that you have a lot of fun, but there are another that's necessary. You have discipline, and you have to do, so do it. And if you take more time studying English when you are young, that's so better than you pass your entire life studying English. So in this case, I encourage you to read books, readers' books, because it's so nice, and it's more pleasure than on other situations, for example. And find your passion in English. Sometimes it's hard, but sometimes I don't know, you like TV shows, okay, watch these TV shows, or like the same movie, doesn't matter, no? Or songs is good. No? So in the talk a lot, because it's so relevant in your way. So, and if you the method is important, but not so relevant when you practice your English. So, okay, it's necessary to study grammar, it's important, but like Portuguese, when you was born, you talk a lot Portuguese, and just for after 6 or 7 years, you started to study grammar on the schools.
Yeah, perfect.
And essentially, for example, we studied Portuguese, I don't know, more than 10 years. And we committed the mistakes every day, probably.
Yes.
So,
yes.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think we need to allow ourselves to try more. For example, today I didn't find the question. I didn't find the subject that I was prepared. However, I thought, I think it would be nice to guide a freestyle conversation, because I would like to know more about you, know more about the conversation, natural conversation, without how can I say, without walls or guidance by the questions. And also, I think even if this moment right now I have done it 2 years ago, probably now I would be freak, like, oh my God, I don't have the question and the participants, and oh my God, I need to create something. Oh my God, I cannot run this conversation. It's more, but once you try, once you can do it one time, and you see, was just it. I was crazy, because if just it, this is the thing. So it's more relax yourself and just enjoy, try, and you gonna stay excited in the first moment, but relaxing, you can do it again. Michelle, do you want to say something?
I love philosophy and study many things. So there are I don't know, princípio, I don't know, but I study the law of the nature, I don't know, and I inserted the law in my life, and it's so better now because the word I don't know, functions in a way. The word don't change it for your life, for your things. So
Perfect. Yeah.
it's important to know, I don't know, fluid with the life. It's very important, and not try to change everything. Sometimes the universe is the universe. The
Yeah.
things happen, and
Very beautiful, this.
okay.
And actually, I will take note because, you know, I think I will create something about this, the philosophy of the nature.
There is a book, a little book. I sent for you the name
Okay.
in other case, but it's important to work together with the universe, the nature, not against.
Synchronize your life with the universe and try to use the same energy, the same flow.
Yes,
Perfect.
I try to do this thing, but I don't know. I always learning about the life. It's
You
important.
both are doing great. That's it. Guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. It was really awesome. Very good. I learned a lot.
Me too.
And I
Thank
see you in the next week, probably with a subject, questions, and okay, all the things working well. But this is the nature, okay? The part of the nature.
you.
Bye bye, Michelle. Bye bye.